she's incredible. You know, she's incredible. She's resilient, one of a kind. And you know, one thing about her that I always found to be great for her was her level of integrity. Always, no matter what she did, it always had to be the right thing. She never went the unethical route, no matter how difficult it was or how she felt about it. It was always uh, that was the going the right way was the only option. And that's one thing with her that I've always, you know, saw it being a great asset for her. So if there was one thing, I guess, one word that I can think of just right now, it would be integrity. She's a woman of integrity. Her integrity would even go to the point where it would put her at a disadvantage or an inconvenience. If it was a clear, easy shot, but it wasn't ethical, she's not doing that. She's taking a long, hard way, as long as it's ethical. So, yeah. So that's one thing I can say with her that was really, I thought was really special, you know. And you know, me and my brother, we did grab that. That's one thing that she did instill in us. You know, was just having that integrity. She seemed to always leave a lasting impression on people. A lot of people that she was around, they were able to grow in some aspect. You know, she was able to teach them things, whether it was like spiritually or just in life itself. I think a lot of people were able to grab, you know, little gems and lessons from her that she was able to teach her just from her just being herself. You know, so I think that's special.
You know, I think folks that have experienced her, I mean, they know a lot, right? They know different sides of her. They know sides of her I don't even know. But, you know, clearly she had a incredible heart for people. She had an incredible heart for serving others. She had an incredible heart for God. A very personal relationship with God, and ultimately that's what he wants. He wants a personal relationship with his people, and she had that for her with God, and that's what drove a lot of her heart and just the energy that people felt from her, and that drive she had. She wasn't going to let anything hold her back. A woman of faith, incredible faith, and someone that leaned on the spirit and not in the flesh. You know, there's times that got lost on me when I was more in my natural, logical mind frame, and she was in faith, and you can't always see what she sees. And I had to learn. It took me a lot of years to learn how to trust that. So I had to learn how to appreciate that from her, and ultimately that faith stayed firm no matter what the outcome was. You know, she was a dreamer. She thought really big. whether she had enough funds, enough anything on the surface. He just couldn't imagine how she was doing the things she was doing. And that was all faith. There was no big pot of money. There was no organization. There was no, she didn't have a strong business skill set, and she would just find a way to get it done, whether it was clunky, whether it was messy, it didn't matter. When she put her mind set to something, she would find a way, no matter what anybody thought, and she did things on her terms. There's so much about her. She's just a full person the whole time. Someone that was born with a hole in her heart. She was one of the first people to have open heart surgery in the United States of America. Just one of 8 siblings. What her experience was at different levels, her relationships with her siblings, her relationship with my father, the trial and error of life and where it took her. And she was a Black Panther. You wouldn't think that. This prior to her getting saved. She was a Black Panther in the 70s. She was very, very strong, very independent. She used to always say, hey, I could do whatever a man could do. And Candace is pre-getting saved and all those things. And she still thought that after she got saved. So, last thing I'll say, she didn't look the way that her insides was. Right. She didn't look like a dying woman. I remember sitting there with my mom one day. I'm like, Mom, that's the story. They see you and they're like, you look great. And it was always like that. And folks had no idea. I just said, Mom, that's the story. That's the story. So I love her for that. And I love her for putting my brother and I in a position to live and to carry things forward. And she gave us a chance to have better lives. And I'm thankful for that, because if it wasn't for her love and her heart, we wouldn't be here. Things could have went a lot of different directions. And so, we owe all that to her. No matter what, it wasn't perfect, but that love it doesn't matter. She loved us and she gave us a chance, and so I love you, Mom.